What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. This week was my birthday and my mother's birthday week. Mine was on the 17th, and hers was today on the 20th. So it's been a hectic one. And especially because of what happened in Mexico, today was especially hectic. So I wanted to prepare something yesterday so I wouldn't be that occupied today, but that was kind of impossible. I have to do a video about this. Part of the video that I did uh, earlier today was actually recorded, most of it, yesterday, because I already knew that Representative Eric Burlison was attending the press conference led by Jaime Maussan. I did not know that Danny Sheehan and Dr. Stephen Greer were going to be there. That I did not know. I knew that Tim Alberino was there. I knew that Eric Burlison was there. To me, the biggest headline of this was that Representative Burleson was there because he's a congressman. He's part of the government of the United States, part of the Republican Party, and he is one of the UAP caucus members. And the fact that he was there is very important. Whether you agree with him, whether you agree with Jaime Maussan, whether you agree or not with Danny Sheehan or Dr. Greer or Tim Alberino, to me, the important part of this is that a congressman was there. And I know that there's a lot of controversy for the people who were there. Dr. Greer is a very polarizing person. Jaime Maussan is also very polarizing. The UFO community has mixed feelings with both of them. And I know that. I acknowledge that. But to me, the important part was Representative Burleson, which is why I'm doing this video too, because this happened today. If you guys don't know what that is, and that is Dr. Greer and the left of the image, and on the right is Representative Burleson. I wonder what they spoke about. To be a fly on the wall of one of those conversations, that'd be really incredible. So if you don't know what that is an alleged hand of a Tridactyl, but this hand is different because it is freakishly long. I do not know, however, if this hand is the same hand or one of those hands that were on the Alien Project website that Thierry Jamin has. Because this one looks a little different compared to the other ones that I'm going to show you in a little bit. But I just want to show you something that Dr. Celestino Piotti made, a video that he gave me and that my friend Gonzalo Chavez translated. Dr. Piotti, as you guys know, he's an anthropologist. He's a medical anthropologist. His specialty is remains of bones and humans and even some animals, but his specialty is humans, specifically craniometry. He knows when he looks at something and analyzes it, he knows based on the cranium measurements which species he's dealing with. If it's an Australopithecus, he knows. If it's a Neanderthal, he knows. If it's a Homo sapiens, he knows. He even knows subspecies of Homo sapiens from the past, depending on the region. And he is, I would say, the leading authority in craniometry in the world. So he knows about bones in general. And he was one of the people who investigated this specific hand. He went to Mexico City. He went to Martina Achirica's hospital, and he analyzed this hand. So I'm going to show it to you guys, and I'm going to show you what he said. Shout out to Gonzalo for translating this.
If you want to add something to conclude, no, I just want to calm myself down. Even though I did the things, what I found were elements that belong to a living being. If later one says, well, it is called that, or it is called, I have given it a name, this scientific name is called ostento proof.
This is where he's talking about the little being, which he claims that he saw a living one. And he maintains to this day that those are real. For now, that he's the only reason that I still think about this. But for me, based on the evidence that I've seen so far, the little beings are not real. But I can be persuaded otherwise if I see more compelling evidence to tell me that they are. But he is convinced that they are.
Prudence, which is the Latin ostentoi prudence, which means one who appears prudent or one who appears discreet. For me, it is the kind of ostentation, because for me, regarding what you say, those who saw it 1,800 years ago or 1,000 years ago saw it, but in a discreet way, because it did not leave a greater trace, or because the fault was ours, or because they did not show themselves. But for me, he was very discreet when he appeared among us. Any message to the scientific community, being a scientist yourself? May we continue studying. I'm not the one to say the rest. What's more, they have to give me messages and the other way around. But I think it's not a message, but an opinion that I think we all share. We have to continue studying more hours per day. Thank you, Doctor. The Maria has the species Homo des Homo, the man who disobeys. Can you take the skull in your hands to show it to the camera, as well as lift it to see the hole in the bag? It's almost weightless. If you take it, what does it feel like to have it? In your hands, Doctor. That's enough. There's that embedded metal. Can you in the front of your hand have this metal? There's that embedded metal. What do you think of that metal, Doctor? Well, we will have to see the brain development of this, because what does that mean? Where did their technology go to do that? Yusin surprises you, Doctor. It's inside the skin. Someone could have done that. I don't know why technology is that if they tolerate it, they know it. And if they tolerate it, it is because they know that it can be done.
Okay, so that's Dr. Piotti handling the hand, the giant hand. But I do want to show you, however, before I share that final picture, where these hands, because I sense some differences between the hand that is in Mexico and the hands that were analyzed in Peru by Thierry Jamin and his team. On the alienproject.com, there's a specific section where we have these hands, the three-fingered hands. And look at these. These are very different compared to, I think these look very different compared to the one in Mexico. And I don't know why. Don't ask me. Check this out. They have implants in them. And something that really startled me, and something that I don't know why Jesse Michaels didn't talk to Joe Rogan about this. I don't know if Jesse is aware of these, but these hands, they were carbon dated. This is another picture. These look very different to the one that Representative Burleson was holding and the one that Dr. Celestino Piotti was holding. They look different. These are more like clawed in a sense. But the really startling aspect of these hands is this. They were carbon dated to 6,420 years. That is wild. And these hands, if you like do a comparison or you add them to a body that could fit one of these hands, they could belong to beings that are really, really tall, that these guys name or consider giants. I don't know what to think of it. I do know that they were carbon dated and they came out with this. Make of that what you will. I just wanted to clarify the studies that were made of these hands. But this is the final picture that I want to show you guys. This was taken by Mr. Michael Massola, who did the documentary Unacknowledged from Dr. Stephen Greer. And he's doing a documentary about the mummies that he's going to release eventually this year, I think. And this is Dr. Stephen Greer handling one of these hands, the one in Mexico that is held by the man on the right of the image, who is Martin Achirica. I've had him on the show, spoke to him about the bodies and the specimens that are in Mexico. And I just want to show you Representative Burleson's face and just tell me, what do you think he's thinking? Because I don't know if this face is of a man that is shocked, is going through an ontological shock, or if he's like doubting being there. He's like having second thoughts on what the hell am I doing here? I don't know what to make of it, but I found it really interesting and kind of funny. And I did a tweet just asking for wrong answers only of what he's thinking. If you want to go to the tweet and chime in, be my guest. It was just like something that I wanted to do that I thought was funny. And I want to show you something else that I think it's important, and it's Representative Burleson's speech at Jaime Maussan's press conference. And he explains why he's there and what's happening in the US right now. And something interesting that I find, Mr. Jaime Maussan asked him about the sphere, and he wouldn't give an opinion because, in my opinion, this sphere is still up for debate. I don't know what to make of it. I know that in the previous video I said it's not real. I didn't mean that. I misspoke. What I meant is that I don't think it's ET. It's real, definitely. It is surrounded by fiber optics. That's what they found. It has aluminum and silicon in it, 21% silicon. I don't know about the aluminum. If it's 99%, it's the same type of aluminum that was found on pieces from arts parts and pieces from Roswell, allegedly. And on Earth, there's no material that has 99% aluminum at all. So I just want to find out what percentage of aluminum this Buga sphere has. If we find that out, we will have more information about it. But right now, the jury is still out on the Buga sphere. But I want to show you this. Mr. Red Panda Koala on X shared this video of Representative Burleson talking to the people in Mexico at Jaime Maussan's press conference, where he showed the results of the Buga sphere and he showed the hand to Burleson. As far as I'm aware, Jaime Maussan does not have M types in Mexico. He only has the little ones and that hand. So what he showed to Burleson were presumably the little ones, and the hand, as we can see, Burleson even touched it. But this is what he said on the press conference. And shout out to Red Panda Koala for clipping this.
And this effort, we've been blocked in Congress. We've been blocked from receiving the briefings that we need. And so I think that it's long overdue. Look, it's not any government's right to protect any knowledge about extraterrestrial or non-human intelligence if it exists. And so we have too many people reporting things. We have too many videos coming out to ignore it. I think I have a responsibility on oversight to investigate it and do my due diligence. And that's why I'm here. And so thank you for hosting this. And I'm looking forward to seeing further scientific discovery.
Any comment about the Buga sphere?
It's a remarkable, it's very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what the studies come.
Thank you very much.
Clearly, Burleson is only following what he feels is his responsibility as a congressman. I do appreciate that he is trying to take this seriously, and I wonder if he knew about Dr. Greer being there, because as you guys know, both Greer and Maussan are polarizing, as I said, but Greer is the most polarizing because there seems to be a 50-50 within the UFO community of people who believe what he's saying and people who don't. I get it. I understand where the debate is, but I'm just reporting on this. And I just wanted to let you guys know about what happened today with Representative Burleson at Jaime Maussan's press conference in Mexico City. Let me know what you think about the overall press conference. I'm going to leave links in the description. What do you think about Representative Burleson's face when he saw the hand and he grabbed it? I'm just going to show this one more time, and that face right there. What do you think he and Dr. Greer talked about, if they did? And also, we know that Danny Sheehan was previously the lawyer for the disclosure movement. So he had a relationship with Dr. Greer, and then he moved on to represent Lou Elizondo for a while. He no longer represents either, but I wonder what they spoke about, or if they spoke at all. Let me know what you think. And what do you think about this face? What was he thinking at that precise moment? I wonder. Let me know. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That's all you need to do in order to help us. It is what helps us the most. So thank you. But if you want to support us in any other way, there's a bunch of links out there. You can take your pick. You can become a member, or you can support us through KGRA. Anything you choose to do is always appreciated. So thank you. And that's it for me today on this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, Stay curious and inquisitive, like Representative Burleson is right here, always. Bye.